Ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. Now, today is a shocking day for everybody. The news that we never thought would arrive has arrived. So, we are once again talking about the Metaverse. Which one? Who knows? It's all one homogenized pile of junk at this point. It is the Metaverse. But no, in all jokes aside, in particular, we are talking about, well, Sandbox. A metaverse that was touted as the best metaverse, the most expensive metaverse, and just the most beloved metaverse. Yes, there can be multiple metaverses. I know, it's a timeline continuum mess. Nobody knows what's happening here. So Decentraland is worth $1.2 billion. That is billion with a B, people. Yes, people have gone like apeshit with this. They've gone buck wild. They're just throwing money at anything that seems to resemble a project. However, what we are talking about today is well, where do we start? A company did some research through a decentralized app scanner, which checks the blockchain, essentially the blockchain that these metaverses are running on, as they are always crypto. They have to be. They check how many transactions are happening on that blockchain to basically determine activity in said metaverse. And what this company has found is, well, should be horrifying to anyone involved in metaverses. Not horrifying to us, absolutely hilarious for us. So, Decentraland, the Sandbox metaverse. Actually, I believe I called it Sandbox earlier because I keep getting these mixed up. Sandbox is a metaverse. Metaverse is a sandboxes. It's a whole thing. But either way, yes, Decentraland has only got 38 active users in a 24-hour period. And it's worth 1.2 billion. So if this doesn't already confirm a point that I've been trying to make in previous videos, that nobody is here for the game. Like, legit, nobody is here for the... Well, sorry, 38 people are here for the game. If this doesn't get that point across, I don't know what will. But I've said it from day one, and I'll continue to say it. People are only here to try and make a quick dollar. That's all they want to do. They are able to buy property in here, and they're just hoping that some dumb fuck will come along and they can shoehorn it off on them. It's supposedly a game of hot potato. So let's have a quick look here. Decentraland, the Metaverse Sandbox world that lets people buy and sell virtual property, apparently has a shocking 38 active users. Of course, when your company has a market cap of 1.2 billion, this is not the sort of news. This is the sort of news you hate to see. First thing first, what is with the name? I'd like to see the other options that were knocked out of this ring before the team settled on Decentraland. Yeah, a bit of a crappy name. It sounds like satire already. It does. Same with Sandbox. A report from DAP Radar, which is a decentralized app scanning site, asserted that there were only 38 active users in Decentraland over 24 hours. But Decentraland's head honchos hit back. DAP Radar doesn't track our users, only people interacting with our contracts, as in smart contracts on the blockchain, explained creative director Sam Hamilton in an interview with CoinDesk. In actuality, Decentraland sees approximately 8,000 users enter the virtual sandbox, which is still measly. I was just going to say this myself. That is not something to brag about, because they are saying it sees 8,000 users. That's not 8,000 concurrent users. You would expect a big world that is the metaverse to have at least 8,000 people, minimum. Like, you need a big number of people here to fill this world and make it feel alive. You would expect to see that concurrently, all logged in and playing at the same time. That is daily active users from around the world, according to them, and they are boasting about it. So, let's say different time zones, take it all into account. You're maybe seeing 200-300 concurrent players at any given time. Peak? That's really bad. That's That's actually abysmal. I wouldn't have even released those numbers. If I was them, I'd have just straight up lied and said something like, oh, we get about 80,000 active daily users, or say we get 8,000 concurrent. Well, then again, they can't really lie about it because the numbers are there. In other Metaverse news, Horizon Worlds is struggling to find footing even with its own developers. Horizon Worlds is the Facebook Meta Metaverse, and nobody cares about it. It's rife with sexual harassment. It's not doing well. Nobody's there for it. No one's interested in it. And that's kind of terrifying that a big company can't get the metaverse to take off. No amount of money that you throw at this will resolve the problem. And this is apparent from Decentraland and Horizon Worlds. I have had a look at Horizon Worlds, and I'm going to be completely honest. There is bugger all to do. Like, no wonder the metaverse isn't taking off. There is legit nothing to do there. While we're on the topic of Horizon Worlds, I can't stop laughing at this this avatar of Mr. Zuckerberg. There's just something... It looks like a kid grabbing boobs for the first time. At least that's what I looked like. So in a push to cause a resurgence in the non-existent player base of Horizon Worlds, which apparently gets about, what, 300,000 active users monthly? Something like that. Which, again, considering this is going to be the metaverse to end all metaverses, that is abysmal. So in a push to get those player numbers up, they are trying to sell a new virtual reality headset. What was it called? The Meta Quest Pro. It's their new top-of-the-line headset for $1,500. Now, the problem here is that if that is the barrier to entry to, like, realistically enter the metaverse, what are we doing? Like, what do they think what's the end game here? What's the end goal? Because we've seen this with every metaverse, whether it be a virtual reality one, just a eco sim like Earth 2, there is always a huge barrier to entry. If you want to do anything in Earth 2, you've got to spend stupid amounts of money. You want to enter a VR metaverse? Cool, hope you've got a headset. It's just bizarre. I don't see why they are relying and falling back on such high price and high-tech technology to be able to join in with this. The concept is already so dumb that it's turned off most of the users, and then the users that are interested now have to fork out like about £1,000 for a good VR experience. So that's turned them away already. And then you've got the other people who just don't care because it's Facebook related. Like, talk about giving people multiple barriers to entry and multiple chances to just look at it and go, nah, not for me. This is peak stupidity, in my opinion. People keep asking me if I am excited for the metaverse. No, why would I be? You are entering the metaverse to be a walking billboard for companies. And honestly, Facebook's approach to this seems to be just mass advertising. Now, they're not necessarily mass advertising to you. They're trying to use you to mass advertise to all your friends. Whoa, what's that? You bought a Gucci shirt IRL? Cool, here's the digital one. Now walk around with the Gucci logo on you because it's something unique. But in actual fact, you are just a walking billboard. So, ladies and gents, with all of this meta madness coming to an end, I've got one question for you. Are you interested in a metaverse? If so, let me know in the comments and let me know why, because I'm genuinely interested in what people see in the metaverse. And if there's a good enough argument to be made, I'm more than happy to listen to it. But personally, I couldn't give a damn. And as always, a massive thank you to the patrons. You guys are absolutely awesome. If you want to get your names mentioned in the credits, consider subscribing to the Patreon, link in the description below. And as always, I'm going to be live over on Twitch. Today, I'm going to try an impossible challenge that has never before been completed on Vampire Slayer. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, hop over to the Twitch and I'll catch you there. Until next time, take care.